Welcome to the class, students. Today in this class, let us recall how to form a continuous frequency distribution or how to frame the continuous frequency distribution with the class intervals for the given data. Let's solve some problems on this. Take down the problem first. Following is the data. Following is the data regarding IQ of 30 children, IQ of 30 children of a school, prepare a frequency distribution table, with less than 90, 90 to 110 and so on. Okay, this is the problem and they have given the data also. Data is like this: 106, next 100, 118, 108, 112, 100, 120, 112, 103, 110, 105, 109, 99, 117, 139, 98, 65, 103, 113, 99, 108, 110, 116, 95, 93, 101, 100, 105, 120, 98. So this is the data they have given. For this data we have to prepare the frequency distribution table, and the class intervals they are already given, that is less than 90 and 90 to 110 and so on. So we have to see the width of the class intervals first, then we have to write the further class intervals. So continuous frequency distribution, table. For this it is class interval, next tally mark, and next is frequency. Okay, these three columns in class intervals. First already they have given, it is first one is less than 90, next is 90 to 110, 90 to 110. So the width of this class interval is 20. So we have to write further class interval with the width 20 only. Next from 110 to 130. 120 and 120, more than 120 or greater than 120. Next we have to put the tally marks because here the lowest value is, it is 130 only. 130 greater than 130. Okay, let's put the tally marks for this. For first value it is 106, 106 will comes here. You know how to put the tally marks with the intervals. That is, if the numbers between 90 to 110, 109 only, 110 if it is come, will not include that number in this interval. This 110 will go to next interval. Similarly, your 130 will not include in this interval, 130 will go to the next interval. Like that we will continue. First one is 106, 100, 118, 108, 112, 100, 120, 112, sorry, 112, 103, next 110, 110 it is there, here this is 110. So 110 in the upper limit we will not consider, we should go for the lower limit 110. So tally mark will come here for 110. Next 105, 109, 99, 117, 139, it is greater than 130, it will come 139. Next 98, 98, next 65, 103, 113, 113, 99, 108, 110 again, 116, 95, 93, 101, 100, 105, 120, 98. So this is how we have taken the, we have put the tally marks. Now we have to write the frequencies. It is 1, 5, 10, 15, 19, 5, 9, 9. So n is equal to 30. So we have 30 children. So here the frequency table is also showing the number 30. So this is how we will frame the continuous frequency distribution for class intervals. Next problem. From the data, the hourly wages of workers employed in a certain factory construct a frequency table with classes. Here they have mentioned the classes 40 to 49, 50 to 59 and so on. So now I'll write the values 76, 73, 76, 77, 78, 69, 96, 79, 100, 78, 82, 74, 72, 61, 50, 100, 73, 78, 80, 68, 63, 54, 84, 49, 95, 64, 103, 50, 81, 86, 60, 42, 80, 41, 84, 53, 71, 83, 71, 65, 104, 79, 83, 79, 90, 66, 56, 70, 56, 59, 70, 94, 75, 77, 42, 51. Next, after 51, 115, 67, 79, 90 already we have written, I think. 90, 66. Okay. 79, 52, 40, 76, 69, 72. So this is the data we are having. So this is the data we are having. Use for this data we have to form a continuous frequency distribution table with class intervals. They have given the width of the class interval, and here the width of the class interval, the given class interval is in the form of inclusive class of class intervals. So let us construct that continuous frequency distribution. First one will be class interval. Next, tally mark, frequency. Okay, so already they have given the width classes. So first one is 40 to 49 and second one is 50 to 59. So on they have given. Here the highest value in this is 104 is there, 115 is there, 115 is there. So the highest value in the given data is 115. So we can start, we can end this with the class interval 119. Okay, like that we will write the with class intervals. This is inclusive type of class interval. So here the upper limit will also include in the same interval. So 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, 100 to 109, 110 to 119. So this is how the class interval we have to write. Next is we have to put the tally marks. The first value is 76, next 73. I will take the values like this, 76, 73, 76, 77, like that. In this way I am carrying the tally marks. 76, 73, 76, 77, 115, next 78, 69, 69 is there, 69 should come to 60 to 69 interval, since this is inclusive type of class interval. In the upper limit 69 is there, this will include in the same class. After 69 it is 96, 79, again for 79, 79 is the upper limit in this class, and we should include that in the same class. Okay, that is 79. Next is 67, 100, next 78, 82, 74, 79, 72, 61, 50, 100, 52, 73, 78, 80, 68, 40, 63, 63, 54, 84, 54, 84, next 49, 76, 76, 95, 64, next 103, 50, next 69, 81, 86, 60, 42, 72, 80, 41, 84, 53, 53, 71, 65, 104, 79, next 83, 83, again 79, next 90, 66, 56, 59, 56, 59, 70, next 94, 75. For this I will put the tally mark here, 75, 77, 42, last one is 51. So this is this one, so don't get confused. Okay, now you have to write the tally marks, you have to count and write the tally marks, that is frequencies. This is 5, 5 plus 3, 8, 10, here this is 20, 8, 4, 4 and 1, and total n is equal to this 60. So we are having 60 observation, so we have tabulated that in this form, that is in the form of continuous frequency distribution. Next problem. Given below are the wages of 36 workers in a factory, manufacturing plastic products form frequency distribution taking lowest class interval as 90 to 150 with magnitude 50. Here they have mentioned we have to take the lowest class interval. It should start from 90 to 150 and later we should increase that. Okay, later we should take the magnitude, that is width of the class interval, as 50 each. Okay, so it is datas are like this: 100, 125, 150, 425, 165, 250, 320, 400, next 235, 270, 344, 115, 200, 382, 248, 120, 220, 288, 188, 220, 92, 240, 225, 240, 140, 300, 312, 212, 224, 162, 270, 250, 325, 189, 280, 242. Okay, this is the data they have given. For this data, we have to form a continuous frequency distribution with the lowest class interval 90 to 150 with the magnitude 50. So, form the table: continuous frequency distribution. That is, first step is we have to write the columns, that is class interval, tally marks and frequency. Okay. So let's write the class interval one by one. Here they are given that the lowest class interval should be 150 with the magnitude 50. So I am changing this to 40 so that it will be easy to carry. Okay. So that it is 90 to 140, 140 to 190, 190 to 240, 240 to 290, 290 to 340, 340 to 390, 390 to 440. Okay, this is how the class interval, and this is exclusive type. That is, the upper limit in this class we will not include. That number should include in the, that will comes in the lower limit. Let's carry on the tally marks. First one is 100, next 125, 150, 425, next 165, 165, 250, next 320, 320 will comes in 290 to 340, 400, next 235, 235, here it will comes. While you are writing this one, putting the tally marks, please observe the numbers. It is 235, 235 will comes in 190 and 240. 235 is less than 240, so it will comes here. While carrying the tally marks, please be careful. After that 235 it is 270, 344, 115, 200, 200 will comes in 190 to 240, 382, 82, and 248, 248, 120, next 220, 220, 288, 288, 188, 188, next 220 again, 220 will comes here, next 92, 92 will comes here, next 290, 290 is here, next 225, 225, 240, 240 is here, 140, 140 will comes here, next 300, 300 will here, 312, 312 will here, 212, 212, next 224, 224, 162, 162, next 270, 250, 325, 189, 280, 242, 242. So this is how we have carried the tally marks, and next is we have to count and write the frequencies. First one is 5, 6, 7, 9, 5, 2, 2. So total n is equal to 5 plus 6, 11, 20, 25, 25, 25 plus 5, 30, 32, 36, 36. So here these are the observations. We have divided these observations like this. So please go through this one, and in examination you may get the problem for to form the distribution table, whether it can be on discrete frequency table or it can be continuous. If they give the continuous, if they ask for continuous distribution, the magnitude or the class interval if they are mentioned, we have to follow that one. Otherwise we have to see, first we have to find out the range, then we have to see the width of the class interval, and then number of classes. Those things we have to calculate. You know how to calculate those things in first videos. So please go through this one. In examination you will get this type of problem for 5 marks, that too in section E, that is practical oriented section. So this is very important concept. Okay, thank you.